So the sketchbook is very new, like I don't even have a cover on it yet. These right here, all the prompts, these are day one, which is spooky. I haven't erased any of this, but I started getting some ideas down last night for the spooky ideas, such as write down important stuff, such as like a hook nose, a broom, a spooky book. And I came up with this idea. I even looked up some inspiration on Pinterest for like spooky witches, I think it was, or dark witches, and they had like crazy makeup and like everything, and like a bunch of symbols. I came up with that symbol. I think that's Blair Witch right there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna incorporate this and the spooky book. All three of these. I'm gonna be watching Mark's like Outlast thing, so yeah. Go ahead and do that. Alright, voiceover time. I'm doing something different now. Usually when I do voiceovers, I just place the mic in front of me and just go. Now, I have a blanket on top of me to see if that makes the sounds better. Also, I have a window open, so if you hear any noises from that, that's what that is. But anyways, let's talk about this piece here. So this is the first piece I made, and I have not done anything traditional, like with painting and stuff, in a really long time. I've mostly been just doing like digital art, because that's really easy to do. And you can mess around with it easier compared to like traditional. But I actually really like how this turned out. The only thing I don't really like is the hands, because with digital art, your hand's about the same size as your face. So usually I would just do the shape of the hand and what it'll look like, kind of section it out, put it over the face, make sure the proportions are, and then put it back. And I can't do that in traditional work. There might be a trick to make sure that it's all right, but I don't know. I don't know what it is yet. Yeah, other than that, I really like it. I think it turned out pretty good. Compared to like others I have made for this October prompt, or Inktober. It's not really Inktober, I just use whatever medium I feel like using that time. It's hard to think of what to talk about because I don't know what to talk about. I meant to write like a script of like bullet points of what to talk about, but I need to talk for like 20 minutes? 25 minutes, I think. I don't know how long this is. So let's go. There's gonna be a lot to cut down. I've been doing a new thing with my eyes recently, where I usually when I do these paintings, or at least my eyes, I do two lines. One for the top layer, do some lashes, and then do like a little bottom layer, like lashes, and that would be the eyes. This time I haven't really been doing the line part for the bottom lashes. I've just been doing the lashes, and I think I really like it. Yeah, I like experimenting for a little bit, and it's been a lot of fun. Yeah. But how's everyone's October been? I meant to upload more this month, and I just haven't. I've just been really busy because October is birthday month to me. Because my sister's birthday is on the 9th, and then my mom's birthday is on the 30th, which is tomorrow. And then my best friend's birthday, who is Percy or Ren, their birthday is on the 12th, which is like a couple days after my little sister, so it's a lot. And luckily, with Fair birthday, I had some stuff I could already do because I made like 2 pieces months back of some ship thing that we really like, and then I made a picture of both of us together when we played Animal Crossing. It's very cute. I don't know if I'll share it here or like put it on the screen of what I made, but yeah. that's all all I've really done. That's what October is to me. It's birthday month. So I haven't really done a lot of October type stuff. I think in this video I say I watched Markiplier play Outlast, and I still have not finished watching him play Outlast 2. Not because it's scary, it's just because I lose interest at some point. So, yeah, that's the most... What's going on with October? The only movie or October thing I finished was Halloween Kills, which is the Michael Myers video, or not a... It's a movie. It's a new Michael Myers movie. And I watched the 2018 version, so it was like quickly afterwards. Which, that movie, I think compared to the two, I like the 2018 version more. Nothing against all the characters in Halloween Kills, but I don't know. There was too much. It was just not the best. I need to figure out a different system because this blanket's on my head and I don't like it. Hold on. Okay, so I grabbed everything, such as the paint. I also picked the color I want to use for this that will complement it, such as green, because I don't really use green as much. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just get started. I also switched over to Mark playing Outlast 2 because I have not seen Outlast 2 in a hot minute. I think I got it figured out. Yeah, this is a little weird. I wonder how the sound is gonna be. I have to make none of the blanket touches the mic. Me and my dad, I went over to his place and we watched Halloween Kills, and it wasn't my favorite. I still like 2018 better. I still need to watch all the other Halloween movies I watched this year, such as Twitches and Halloween Town, and what's the other one? I don't remember what the other one was. Hocus Pocus. Need to watch those. And I have the house all to myself because I think my mom is house sitting for, I think, the day, because the 29th she leaves. Yeah, so I probably am going to watch those tonight. What are those? Probably Hocus Pocus, because that's fun. Yeah, this October I haven't really done a lot of spooky stuff. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic or because I've just been stressed about a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. This whole month I had planned about reading like some spooky books and finishing those. I'm watching some spooky movies, playing a spooky game. Because I have one. I have Resident Evil 7. I meant to play that and I haven't yet. And I did start reading a spooky book, which was, or trying to finish. I have 8 hours left. It is Imaginary Friend by Chbosky. I've been reading the book for the past like 2 or 3 years. And the book, it's come to a point where it's gotten really boring. I have 8 hours left. The book is super long. Like, I'm not kidding, there's like 120 chapters. That's not pages, that's chapters. This is 700 book of pages. And I am a very slow reader. Like, even like fast-paced books, I have so much trouble with finishing. Like, I barely got through The Love Hypothesis, which I screamed about. I had a lot of fun reading that book, but I read only like 100 pages, I think, and then I had the book for like 2 days, and I read 200 pages in that time. Actually, no, I read it in a day. I just put on some music and just blasted through. It was a lot of fun. I read really late into the night, and that is one of my favorite things about reading, is reading, panic reading is what I call it. I panic read. And I can't really do that because that was a library book. This is not a library book. I got it off of Audible. In fact, I got it when I used to go to classes, and I would listen to it while either going to my class or in my classroom, because I took a drawing class. So I just listened to an audiobook and do my work. And that was the best one to listen to compared to some of the other books I would listen to for, because it was a fall term, so we had an October term there. Can I just talk about that class for 1 second? Because that was a good class. It was a drawing class, like drawing class 1. To learn like the basics and stuff, and I did learn some new stuff in there, but a lot of stuff I already knew. We did have it in October. It was like every week, I think. And one of our classes was on Halloween, and I expected some people to like dress up, say Happy Halloween, something. I dressed up a little bit. I put on some makeup, and what did I say? I wore some Jack Skellington leggings. What else did I wear? I just wore like a black sweater or something. And no one else dressed up. Not even my teacher. Didn't even say like it was Halloween or anything. Didn't even acknowledge the holiday. And I felt so disappointed. I know these were like college students, because this wasn't a community college, but still, I was slightly disappointed. There was no enthusiasm for this really cool holiday, especially from artists. Like, Halloween is our time. Not only for like Inktober, which I'm not gonna touch on that. It's also for like, for us to do like cool makeup, cosplay, all that types of stuff. So I was like slightly disappointed no one was like acknowledging the holiday for us. But that's about it. But yeah, that class was fine, but yeah, I was gonna read that book. I meant to also finish the last book for the Diviner series, which is a horror, in case no one knows what that book is, or book series is. It's a horror book. I am on the last book, and I probably should have known it would take me a really long time to finish this book, because it's the last in the series, and I hate ending series. It took me about like, I don't know how long it took me to finish The Raven King. Yeah, The Raven King. That's the last book of the Raven Cycle. Because I also finished that this year, and I delayed it so much. Because when I finish a book, and it seems like it's ending, and I get to the last page, I flip it over like 5 different times to be like, wait, is this the end? Because I don't want it to end. I want there to be a couple more pages, a couple more sentences. That's it. That's probably why it takes me so long to read books, because I try to savor it as much as I can, compared to like shows. Netflix and I think Hulu all release their shows in one. Like, you get the whole season, you can finish it in the span of like 1 or 2 days. But in like Disney Plus, they release them weekly, so the shows last longer. So with books, I do the same thing, or I take a really long time to finish it. Does anyone else do that? Does anyone else like that? I feel like no one knows what I'm talking about when I say that, because they're like, huh, interesting. Because I'm neurodivergent, and I get sucked in, and then I hyper focus on it for like months on end, while everyone else has moved on. Such as well, not really WandaVision. WandaVision is still kind of a thing, but you guys get what I'm talking about, right? Because shows used to be that thing where you have to watch them weekly and wait for those episodes or cliffhangers to go, or even like some episodes took months to come out, such as Once Upon a Time. I used to watch that all the time, and I had to wait months and weeks for episodes to come out, and those episodes can end on cliffhangers. Like, I'm not joking. You had to wait. Why did I go off that tangent? I don't know why I went off on that. I was talking about a spooky book and why I take a long time reading, and I went off that. But yeah, those 2 were the books I meant to finish, and another one I meant to finish also, which was The Year of the Witching by someone. I don't remember. My mom returned the book accidentally, though, before I got to read it, or even like touch the book. But that's okay. I renewed it. I get it in like a couple more weeks, which I'm super excited for. Because not only like it's a book by a black author, it's a witch book, and I have not really read a witch book other than like Harry Potter. So this will be very nice, especially by a black author. This is going to be a lot of fun. I just have to wait. Even though it's not October, I will read that book. But I do need to figure out more books I'm going to read for the next 2 months. I think I want to finish more. I had a goal to finish, I think it was 25 books, and I've read 15, so I need to read 10 more. Which I can do. I could read all the like comic books I can read, graphic novels, and those will all count. But I want to get that goal because I have never gotten my goal. I've always been like 4 away, 5 away, 10 away. But still, this is like a really good amount. I usually read about like 10 books a year, which is okay. I feel like with the book community, they praise you for reading like 100 books a year, but for somebody like me, who's a very slow reader, it takes us a really long time. So we kind of like feel discouraged when people are like finishing books all the time. I don't know. Does anyone else feel that way? Maybe I can be that person for y'all. You're like, dude, I have not finished a book in like 4 months. Not only that, I get on hangovers for books all the time. Such as like back in May, I read 4 books in a month for the Asian readathon. I was reading books all by Asian authors, and really fun. I really loved all the books I read. But I got in a huge book hangover, and I did find like one of my favorite books there too on that challenge, but I just like, I could not touch another book. And that's probably what I'm still feeling too, because I'm feeling hungover still. So it takes me a little while to like recover from it all. Does anyone else feel that way? You have to like recover from a book because it was so good and you just want to revel in how much a masterpiece that book was. I don't know. Does anyone else get in like hangovers for media? I feel like not even just for books. I feel the same way for like movies and shows. I feel like that should be talked about more on how much some sort of media will mean to us. Anyways, I should really talk about the piece here. I think I already said that I was putting down with the paint. I went really light with the black because I was kind of afraid. One of my favorite parts about this piece is that is the green smoke. That was so much fun to do, and I really like how they turned out. They came out super good. They're my favorite part of this whole piece, as well as the eyes. The eyes are also a lot of fun. I really like how they turned out as well. Anyone really wants a sticker, I will put it up on my Redbubble. I need to make more stickers. But yeah, I am gonna go ahead and do that because I think it looks really cool. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I think I'm just gonna play music. Enjoy the rest of the video. I hope you guys have an awesome October for the next couple days. And happy Halloween! Okay, it's like a few days later. It's the 8th. I have not had any time to finish this at all, but I have time now. My door open? It is. Portrait's out there. Quickly want to do line art and then do her eyes, and I'm going to post it because I'm late. And the line is probably bad. I think I'll open my window.